Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner. It's episode 43, and it's the it's the mighty trio, right? Every other trio in history is put to shame because of the three individuals in this podcast. We have me, we have Ben, and we have Johannes
Mm.
of South
You
Africa.
can forget about the Top Gear trio. Forget about Jeremy Clarkson.
Who's that?
Forget about James Bombay, Richard
Hammond.
Gaymond. No, I was trying to think of something funny to say, but it's okay.
Then why
I
you
wasn't
say Jeremy
fast enough
Clarkson normal?
because he's the true goat. Punching his director. That's my goat right
Was a
there.
producer.
Okay.
No, that's actually, yeah.
Whatever.
Wait, who's your favorite? My favorite is Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, but I'd say Clarkson's probably number one, but
Yeah.
close
Richard
second
Hammond.
James May,
Mine's
then
Richard.
third Hammond.
You got Hammond. Actually,
course.
yeah, yours is Hammond as first. I remember that from RDS. Shout out, bro.
Shout out to RDS. Yeah, I didn't go there, but
Anyway, we're here to talk about football. There's so much has happened in the past week. Chelsea just signed Angelo Gabriel.
who the fuck is that?
What?
I have
Nice.
no idea.
Good for
Do we have
them.
to talk about football?
I signed him. I signed him on Football Manager, so he must be good. So
Oh yeah, the checklist if a player is good or not. Oh, do they have potential on FIFA Career Mode? Yes. You know, I used to get
Right, it
Anthony
says Football
Martial
Manager.
on FIFA 14 or 15 before he came to United, and he was the highest potential youngster in the game. And now look at him.
it's true. Nah, you know what? I remember you used to say that. Because there were a few youngsters, right, that you always get. Like Tielemans was one of them as well.
Yeah. I remember.
So much potential.
Wirtz, whatever his name is.
Yeah, there's like some German, even like Draxler back in the day. Like,
Draxler. Yeah.
mm,
But we're not
Oh.
here to talk about career mode.
no, we're not. We're not. We're here to talk about Newcastle bidding 82 million for Kvaratskhelia. What is all that about?
We're just milking Italy. We want all the stars. Drain the league, send it down. We'll let the Portuguese league be in the top 5 because once their stars are gone, they're gonna have nobody. And the league will be boring and dead. Mourinho will go and manage flipping Leicester or someone.
England.
And yeah, we're taking everyone, mate. We're taking over. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over, but in a Geordie accent instead of an Irish
Right.
accent. I'm just thinking about it in my head. I don't actually think I could do it, so I'm not gonna even.
Nah, you
not
can
gonna
try.
even try
You can
it.
try.
We're not here to take. No. I can do other things in the accent, just not this.
That's fair. That's fair enough. But Kvaratskhelia, do you know anything about him, or do you just know like the hype that Hussein's kind of like had for him?
Yeah,
Where's he from?
he's from like some Eastern European country, right?
I think I know where he's from.
Close, yeah.
He's from. He's
Yeah,
not from
you don't know
Italy.
either.
No, he's not. I do know
No,
where
he's
he's
not
from.
Italian.
Well, is it Ukraine?
No.
Where's he from?
It's just
Why do I care? I don't care. Where's he from?
because you might sign him. It starts with a G.
Yeah. He's not German.
No.
Lads, is this going to be the whole podcast? A little guessing game, see how many countries
come
I know
on.
begin with a
Yeah.
G?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get
Geneva.
it.
I don't know. No, it's not a
Geneva,
city.
no, that's
It's a
a
city. It's a city. It's
Italy.
a city. I know. I don't know. Where.
Alright, it's
They play
Georgia.
rugby as well. Yeah.
Georgia. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Shit
Anyway,
country, anyways.
he's got
whatever.
what is
Stealing
it?
our flag.
Last season, 14 goals, 17 assists in all comps. But that was his first good season. It was his breakout season. So is he worth 82 mil? If you seal this deal tomorrow, are you happy with that or not?
It's euros, right? 82 million euros.
Don't know. Is it? Either way, so that's
If
what
it's
7.
if it's euros, I don't mind that. But if it's pounds, I'm like, that's nearly 100 million euros. That's too much. But yeah, for like a player who's had one good season and a little bit of success in the Champions League, right? So
Hmm. It would be
besides
a
that,
direct replacement for Saint Maximin because he is a left winger, but
yeah.
he's an old
I
school
mean,
left winger. He's left-footed actually. I think Kvaratskhelia.
I think like there was a lot of hype about him being like the next big thing, like coming out of Italy, and I mean the Italian league, obviously. But like it's only really popped up in the last year, and obviously names fly around for about a year or two, and then you never hear about them again. So like, I'm not like I don't care too much. I would rather have Harvey Barnes, to be honest, because I've never really watched Kvaratskhelia or whatever. I've never watched him, and I know that Harvey Barnes has done it in the Premier League, done it in the hardest league in the world for a pretty poor Leicester team as well. So
You'd rather have Harvey Barnes than Kvaratskhelia.
um, I'd rather have a Premier League proven player. Yeah, not specifically like Harvey Barnes, but if Sterling was available, I'd take Sterling as well. But like he's not, you know.
That's true. Johan, would you take Kvaratskhelia or would you
You
take?
think about it, like Italians coming to the Premier League, it never works out really. This is why I'm sort of
You
worried about
you
Tonali.
bought Tonali, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I like. Who knows if he's going to be good or not? You know.
Johan, thoughts?
I spaced out.
You're my favorite podcast guest
He's
in the
not.
world.
He's not even here. No, would you have Kvaratskhelia or a Premier League proven player? And do
No.
you think he's worth 80 million?
Would I have him at United? No, we don't need him. Why would you want
No,
to buy
but
another
okay, no.
winger?
If you were Newcastle, would you take him or would you take a Premier League proven player?
Why would I
Would
would
you
not
ra-
do that if I
Would
was
you rather him or
Newcastle?
Harvey Barnes? Because we need to
Probably more Harvey
replace
Barnes.
ASM. Yeah. See, we'd both take Harvey
No,
Barnes.
there's no need to spend big. They've still got time. They've got Champions League. They
No,
could.
that is true as
And
well. To be
alright.
honest, yeah, Harvey Barnes would be like half, even, like maybe even less than that.
Bro, he's 25 million with 5 million add-ons apparently. So
Is he not going anywhere? Is he not like strongly linked to anywhere? Is he still there?
West Ham and Newcastle linked to, but
Mm,
Newcastle haven't made an official bid yet. So
mm.
um, there's a lot of West Ham links, though strong West Ham links and like pretty strong Newcastle links. But
Yeah,
I'd take
that's
him.
a good
I'd
signing.
definitely take him. You actually probably heard me if you're a consistent listener. Rip into Harvey Barnes because of his inconsistency. And I stand by how inconsistent he is. Because like the first part of the season for Leicester, he was pretty good, but then the second half of the season, he was just dross, like he was rubbish. Especially in those last like important games when they needed goals to stay up, they he was missing. It was like there was only 10 men playing. Him and Madison just like went missing in the big games. So I stand by it. But Eddie Howe, the genius, the tactician, the best manager in the Premier League, can give him the old change
Do
around,
you actually think
sort
that?
him out. What?
That he's the best manager in the Premier League?
I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Eddie Howe? Yes. You are the best manager in the Premier League. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. No, he's not. He's definitely not the best manager in the Premier League. He is the third best manager in the Premier League based on current form. Based on current form.
Johan's head is down for our audio
Wait, where
listeners.
did you finish the league? Fourth. Gotcha.
Fourth. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a better manager than Ten Hag.
What?
Apologies. Everyone's ears.
Yeah.
On what basis?
He's dealing with a worse squad, and for the majority of the season, we were above United in third place.
And failed it. So okay, you choked it.
Yeah, but he's dealing with a worse squad. And you can't actually say choked it because you last week said, "Oh, Newcastle
say
bottling a
anything.
top place would." Yeah, you did. You said you agreed with me in saying that Newcastle bottling a top place wouldn't be a bottle because they don't have the squad for top four.
Oh, you still finished, but you finished below United.
Yeah, but United
Your
have
point
like
was, oh, we're
Champions
ahead of
League.
you for 90%, but then We didn't finish above you.
Yeah, no, but my point is Eddie Howe's done better with what he's got,
Do you
in my
think Eddie
opinion.
Howe would
Like,
do better with United than Ten Hag? Because that's the
Ed,
comparison.
no, but he would have
No,
still
would he,
he
would
would have
he would he
finished
do
higher
better
than
with
Newcastle.
United?
Yeah.
With
What do you mean?
United squad?
Would Eddie Howe have done better with the United squad that you have right now than the Newcastle squad
Yes. Then
when
Ten
he took
Hag.
over?
Then Ten Hag.
Yeah. Well, he probably would have just got third again. He probably would have got third because you probably weren't beating Arsenal this year. I don't think that. But I'm just thinking like I think compared to how they've had like this first full season together, I think you could easily say that, you know, second best defense in the league. I think he's done a great job at Newcastle.
He's done a good job. He's not the third best manager in the league.
But he's definitely better than Ten Hag. I stand by that.
No, he's not.
And I've actually said this to Josh. I think most managers in the Premier League could go into that United squad and get them top 5.
Yeah, this hurt my head.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You got Champions League winners in that squad, or winner.
So
sorry,
what?
I should say.
It's two. No, it's Varane and
What do you
Being a
mean?
United manager is much different than
Oh, Varane and
any other manager
Casemiro.
in the
Yeah.
league. Than any other team.
Huh?
Being the manager of Manchester United is a much bigger deal than being any other manager. Maybe Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's much more pressure than it just being. If you lose one game, your job is on the line all of a sudden. At Newcastle, if you lose a game, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I know, but you could say that about if Pep left and if a manager
No,
came
that's
in
different.
for City.
No.
Why is that different? Because
They
is it because United are so like winning is like the thing that you link with
No, it's just the
United? So
pressure out like fans, media, anything.
oh, the
Ten Hag was
annoying
also
fan.
great. I mean, he went to running extra. He did extra running with the players after he lost the game, and they were calling him.
Wow.
Is that good for the players? That's not good for the players. That in their physical health, they just play the game of football for 90 minutes, and they went running. That's so bad for them.
Do you not
That was what.
remember? Yeah, at the beginning of the season, before that Liverpool game, that Carragher and Neville went to the United training ground and interviewed him, basically interrogating him. Because they were all saying, like, is he the right man after losing the first 2 games? Admittedly, one was embarrassing, but 2 losses and you're already doubting him. No other club has that level of scrutiny.
Had a
It's just
Sky News, like a Sky Sports interrogation.
I
Best.
think if Pep left and a new manager came in for City, there would now be as much scrutiny for United as there would be for City
No,
because of how good Pep
Oh.
has been at City.
no.
I mean, you're just like, what is that? What are you disagreeing that based on? Like you don't
Based on
think
what?
that
They had
City
Pellegrini
have
before that and won the league.
No, but I'm
Then
saying you don't
Mancini
think
before
that
that
there's a
won the
standard.
league. Okay, so the standard before that was still winning. They still won the league before that, before he came.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So if someone came in and they didn't have a good start, the media wouldn't field day.
Wouldn't be
Is that
on
what
it
you're
like
saying?
United. No, they don't have a. It's just their
I
draw is not
disagree.
as big. They don't get as many clicks. It's just
in
not.
Pep's first season, he came 4th. There was not. I didn't see any pressure really on him. And nothing. Like everyone was like, "Oh yeah, no, it's Pep. Like it's first season back." And, like excuses were being made for
I
him. It's
understand.
different.
I understand why there's a lot of the media cover United. I understand that. Like,
Yeah, but
there's a
that's
lot
more pressure
more
on you being a
coverage.
manager.
What is it? Can we go back to the original point? What does this have to do with what? So, you're telling me that
Eddie Howe would not deal with that. No,
Eddie Howe can't deal with the pressure as well
of
as
being a Man United manager. No,
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
David Moyes can
what?
deal with it. What makes you think Eddie Howe would?
What? You're comparing David Moyes and Eddie Howe?
Yes, he was a much longer manager in the Premier League for Everton, a bigger club than Bournemouth was. Am I
And
wrong?
also, can you just say that
What?
Ten Hag's come from a dross league filled with farmers
League.
and ice
By the way,
skaters?
when he was the manager, when he became Ajax manager, didn't win the league in 2 years or a year. So
I genuinely shout out to Mr. Walker. If Mr. Walker's listening to this, then shout out to him. If Mr. Walker took over as manager, the club that
of
I think
Ajax,
he was at, yeah, he would. He
who
could
won the
win
league this year then in that division?
I don't know who the fuck
No,
cares.
no. You want to make the point about how it's a dross league? Who won it then?
I don't know. I don't care.
Not Ajax.
Ajax didn't win it.
They came like
I don't.
fourth. They didn't even make Champions League.
Okay, yeah, he's a decent manager who's had a good time
Oh, no,
in a shit
he's
league.
a good time. He's a good time.
I didn't say he was a bad manager. I just said he's not as good as Eddie Howe this season. I didn't say Eddie
Eddie Howe's
Howe
even managed
overall
the
is a
Champions League,
better
and somehow you're
manager.
saying he's better than Ten Hag.
Oh man, stop crying! Why are you
I'm not
crying?
crying. Just
I'm just-
stupid point.
It's not stupid. It's just it's just my opinion. I think
It's
he's
a
better.
stupid opinion.
Yeah, so stupid. Best defense in the league statistically.
No,
First
you
time
said before
champion.
was
First
second
time
best.
champion.
Is it
Well,
first best or
first time.
second best?
It depends how you look at the. It depends how you look at the stats. Technically, City are the best defense, but they had a worse defense for much longer in the league than we did. And
Since when did that become a thing?
first time getting Champions League in Newcastle in 20 years.
For
Would
how many
Ten
times
Hag
in
have
your
done that
history?
for Newcastle? Do you think,
Ten Hag's
Josh?
what?
Do you actually think? No, ignore him. Do you actually think that Ten Hag would come to Newcastle and get Champions League in the first full season?
With the how much did
Bearing in
the
mind, brought in. Let's hypothetically say he brings in the same players. He brought in Anthony at United,
I
brought
don't think he
in
would, though.
Casemiro, and who else?
Maybe that
One
one.
more. Who else?
He wouldn't bring in.
He
Martinez?
I
brought
don't
in
think he bring.
somebody.
I don't
Martinez.
think Eddie Howe would bring those in anyway.
Ericsson. There you go.
Maybe Ericsson, yes, but not the other two.
You think
Yeah.
you think he'd get Champions League?
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would.
Interesting.
If you,
I really didn't think you said.
no, because if he's a manager where if you give him the keys, he'll probably do well. Like, obviously he hasn't won the Premier League or anything like that, but so far he hasn't even been given full freedom in the transfer market. He's been limited. He didn't. I mean, I know we signed Casemiro and it worked out, but he wanted De Jong, so he didn't actually get his man. So we got Casemiro, which thankfully has been revelation. He got his man in Martinez. He got Anthony. Ericsson was a free. This summer we still don't have a striker. So far though, he's been given he wanted Mount, he got Mount. He wants Onana, we're gonna get Onana. Now the striker, we want Højlund. If we get Højlund, he's got everything he's wanted in this transfer window, realistically. And then we'll judge him after that, but Eddie Howe's been backed fully by the board. So that's why I think Ten Hag did better last season than Eddie Howe.
But he started off with a much worse squad, like tenfold, a championship level squad, and now look where we are. Bearing in mind, championship level players are still playing in that team. Like Jacob Murphy still starts. You know, ASM, who's a bottom half player, still starts.
Yeah,
Joel
but
Linton.
Joel Linton is the only one where I look at and I go, yeah, he got
Dan
coached into
Burn
that role.
still starts.
Dan Burn is a good player. He played for Brighton before, and Brighton were decent. I just think you can do better. I think he's decent.
He was second string though. He wasn't even starting.
At Brighton, he
Dan
was. I
Burn.
remember him playing at Old Trafford. Yeah.
What wasn't Thingy ahead of him? Lewis, what's his name?
Dunk is a
remember
centre
his name.
back. No, because they
Dunk,
played.
yeah.
They used to play three.
He's
Isn't
not
it?
a left back.
They used to play a 5, and they used to play Dunk, Burn, and someone else. Can't remember who the other guy was.
I don't remember.
But yeah,
I thought he was second choice.
No, he started. I remember because I was like, this guy's mad. He was like 6'7" or whatever, and he's just towering above Ronaldo. I was like, fairs.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just think he's had a better season. I think it's like
That makes him a better manager then.
Okay, I think he's been a better manager this season. That's the point that I said at the beginning.
Okay.
No, not even then, but sure.
Cry. Wow.
I'm not crying.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
So, Johan, you've probably seen the news. Johan, I think your grandma's at the door. Hello.
My wife.
Can't believe you just
What were you
done
saying,
this.
Josh?
No, I was just gonna say that Harry Maguire has officially been stripped of the captaincy.
Yeah. Stripped of the
Yo.
captaincy. Yeah, as he should.
Yeah,
As he
Maguire.
should be.
I was talking about Maguire, and he got stripped of the captaincy officially.
Oh shit! Did you see what he posted?
Yeah.
Picture of him lifting the Carabao Cup. I'm like, the
Good for
fuck?
him,
He played
man.
2 minutes. My man
Bro,
played
good
2 minutes.
good for
I
him,
just
man. He got
no.
charity minutes.
He has some shame. Need to have some shame.
He does. You can tell he rates himself really highly. But look, Ben, you're right. It's about time. He's not going to be captain anymore. I think it's going to be Bruno. Who else is going to
Yeah, it's
get it?
got to be Bruno.
It's going to be Bruno.
No, they're not
And
going to give it to Rashford because Rashford's like
Not a captain.
he's not a
plays.
captain.
Yeah, he's not got the leadership skills.
No. Casemiro doesn't speak good enough English, and Varane
Bearing in mind, like
seems.
Bruno,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know if he's a really good player, but I don't know if he's captain material.
Who?
Like
You've
Varane,
said it, Bruno. You've said this before, but I disagreed with you. Just because he's not like
I
a.
just think I just think that like when your own teammates start like shouting back to you, being like, "Shut up! Like stop being a whiny bitch!"
Oh,
Like
you were talking
I
about
don't
Maguire.
think you.
No, I
No,
talk
no, no,
about
no.
Fernandes.
Fernandez.
Hey?
Do you remember when Sancho was like, "Stop whining, man! Stop whining!" Like mid-game. I just don't think like you don't see captains like throwing hissy fits and crying. You know, like
You don't
captains.
think
Like if you watch,
Vieira? You don't think Vieira ever threw a hissy fit?
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm
Or Roy
sure he did.
Keane?
But I just think that like for that's more about like they're passionate about it. But I think Bruno just whines like he's just a
Because it's
whiny
different.
little
Because he whines.
bum.
Okay, it's different.
Yeah, it just doesn't fill me like if I was a United fan, he doesn't fill me with like leadership, like
Does
confidence.
me?
You know. Okay, and that's fair enough. You're
Yeah, but
allowed to think that.
no, bro. The arena is Brighton semi-final, extra time penalties. He was shouting at players like, you're gonna get this," and just Harry Maguire in the back like with his arms crossed. Yeah,
It's
bro.
true. That was a
Go
very
team.
Stop
telling
Go
stop
team.
photo.
comparing him to Harry Maguire.
No,
Harry
but that was
Maguire
our
should never have
captain.
been captain.
Well,
He
who
should
should I
never have
compare him
been
to then?
captain. I'm just saying, compare him to like captains of other teams who are in a
Like
similar
who?
position.
Gundogan.
Who's the captain?
Gundogan. Do you think he's a captain?
I not really.
But he's the captain of Man City, the one that treble.
Who's Liverpool's captain?
Jordan Henderson
Henderson.
Jordan
and
Henderson.
Van Dijk.
No,
I
who's
think
the
he's vice
captain now?
captain. I think it's
Van
Van
Dijk
Dijk in
fills
Italy.
Van Dijk and Henderson fill me with leadership qualities.
Van
That's why
Dijk.
Henderson.
Van
Van
Dijk's
Dijk.
not a
Not
leader.
no. Henderson
Or
definitely. Henderson definitely. That's why That's why he was in the England squad for so long. He wasn't there for his ability. Like he was there because he was a motivator
Passion
and a leader.
merchant.
that's a good
Call
way
it a
to put it.
passion merchant, or call it a passion merchant, or call it someone who can motivate their team. Like does the job.
He is captain. Who's Arsenal's captain? Odegaard.
Odegaard.
Where are all the good captains actually? There's no
I
good
know.
captains
Yeah.
anymore.
See, Odegaard is not like a
No, he's
captain's
not.
captain.
But
He's same as Bruno.
he's like
That's
a
what that
lead.
gives me
No, but
the vibe.
he's like a lead by example. Bruno leads by example, and also he complains a lot, yes, but it's for the team, and it works some of the time as well. When he's whining and complaining, sometimes like for VAR call, they check it, and then it actually comes in our favor. But it is that's the thing. It's good for us. I like it when he whines, as long as we're not losing. And for everyone else, they hate it, but that's okay. That's what I want from my
I just
captain.
don't think. I just don't think. I think you could get. I think Varane would probably be better. I
Varane,
always like
Varane.
the.
Varane looks
I
too
like the.
nice, man. He hasn't got any
I
passion.
like
Varane's too injury prone. He gets not on
the.
the field enough.
Not that
I
as
like
well.
the captain to be either commanding the defense or be at the back of the midfield, commanding everything in front of them. I think that's where captains suit better. I don't think having a captain up top or being like Bruno wouldn't be a good Bruno Guimaraes wouldn't be a good captain because he's box to box. He can't communicate with his defense. If you're like a CDM, you have the ability to control the defense and the midfield. You know, I don't think that. I just don't think that
Johan's
Bruno.
face. It's your...
That's not what a captain does. Everyone communicates on the pitch.
Yeah, I know, but you have some players that communicate less than other players. Like for
I know,
example,
but that's not what a captain. It's much more than just that.
yeah, I know. I'm just giving you an example about something specific, not about.
Who's
I'm not saying a
Newcastle's
captain.
captain?
Kieran Trippier.
Okay, makes sense.
And Kieran Trippier, yeah, that's a captain. Like he's a man motivator and he's got experience in the top leagues. He's won league title. Like it makes sense. He
So
was
does
brought in
Bruno.
for that reason. I just don't. I just personally don't see it. But he might be good. I just don't think he will be.
See, I always see him
like going
motivating
off.
players. He's probably like the prime motivator on the pitch for the players when something's gone wrong. He's picking someone up. I think he's a decent leader. Maybe you can get a better one. Obviously, you're not gonna find a Roy Keane or a Nemanja Vidic just lying around. But I think for now, out of all of our players, I think he's primed for it. He was pretty much our captain last season, so I'm excited for that. Finally, having a good player as our captain. And now apparently West Ham are coming in for Maguire, apparently, with this £105 million they've been given for Declan Rice.
Stupid pie. He shouldn't go West Ham.
Why not? Where would
I think
you say he could go?
Fits in perfectly at
West
Ham.
Ham don't play. They don't like play super deep. Like if he goes to like a Luton,
They do play
that's
super
where he'd be
deep.
good. No, like Luton is the type of defense that Harry
Because
Maguire would
Luton can
suit.
afford Harry
It's his
Maguire's wages.
wages. It's the issue.
I
Is the
know, but
wages.
that's the type of
West Ham
football.
fit in
Like
perfectly. I don't understand
I think
I
West
don't.
Ham's
They.
perfect.
why
I don't
not.
think
Why?
it's perfect.
Because they
I
don't
think
play
there's
deep
better
enough.
teams. No, like Harry Maguire is only good at heading the ball away and clearing the ball. That's it. That's
So
all
what
he's
do
good
West
at.
Ham do?
Well, like West Ham just won the what do you call it? The
Conference
I can't
League.
even remember what it's called. The Conference League by playing on the front foot against fucking forgot
The front foot.
In the
Yeah, they
final,
played they played on the front
One
foot in the
game.
final.
How much did they play in the whole season in the Premier League?
Well, they probably played more on the front foot than like other teams like Southampton or something like that.
no, I'd say no.
No.
They're definitely this season they were on the back foot a lot. They were playing off the counter. They were
Yeah,
playing
I'm
off
not saying
Antonio
they play like
Bowen.
I'm not saying they play like City. I'm just saying that they don't play like a complete dross team that sits at the back, boots it up. They don't play like Leeds, like Allardyce ball. Like that's not.
Yeah, but
No,
that
but you
Harry
see,
Maguire wouldn't fit in
they
there
got
either.
relegated. West Ham were never going to get relegated with that team. They had obviously
Yeah,
Declan
I
Rice. They
know,
had
I
Bowen
know.
and
I
Benrahma.
also don't think that like Harry Maguire is a good enough player to be playing in like the Conference League. I think he's just like an average Premier League centre back, if not
Yeah,
like
West
below
Ham.
average. West Ham are not like that bad.
They
No, they're
have average
not.
sense.
They've had a
But he
bad
fits in their playing style perfectly. I don't understand. Just because they don't play deep enough and he's good at heading the ball.
if you have a centre back role in a club that requires anything more than clearing and heading the ball away, he will not be good.
Yeah, West Ham defenders, what they don't have any other job but that.
No, okay. Then why does Maguire play so well for England then, Ben? Why does he play so well for England?
He doesn't play that well. And also, England's success you can accumulate to a few things. The fact that we've played like 2 top 20 teams in the past like 40 games or something like that. Like you're playing against Dross 98% of the time. And when you've played against good teams like Germany, we've slithered by 1-0 win. We got beaten by France. We got beaten by Croatia. Who else? Like
Belgium.
that, when you start playing good teams, we fall apart. So we got beaten by Italy.
Fairs. Didn't expect you to say that. I thought you would back England, but yeah, I agree with you. I agree. That is what England do. You do well in the qualifiers, and then you bottle it when you come up against big
Okay,
teams.
but then Maguire still doesn't fit in at West Ham.
I think he does. If like, okay, let me read you the centre backs. I'll read you the centre backs they have now. They have Zuma, Craig Dawson, Angelo Ogbonna. Yeah, he still plays football. Issa Diop, Aguerd. That's about it. The rest are all youth players. Do you think Maguire's worse than two of
Harry
those?
Maguire's going to come in and revolutionise that team. Surely.
No, not. I'm
It's
not
just
saying
not that
revolutionize.
good.
No, it's not.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not good, but he's better than pretty much all of them.
He's had so many mistakes that have led to goals.
Yeah,
and he
but
plays in
whatever
a
the
worse.
mistakes mean.
He plays in a worse defense with a worse midfield in front of him, with a team that not all the time try and sit back.
They do mostly sit back. It's not like they attack and push high pressing. West Ham are not a high pressing team.
They did against Newcastle. They did against Newcastle.
At home or away?
Away.
Home or away?
When we were away.
So at home.
Yeah, I mean then yes, but wasn't that when you were in a bad run of form as well? Wasn't it during that time?
No, it was the first time we played them, so it was at the beginning of the season.
So he
Well,
was
Fairs.
experimenting.
Beginning of the
He went to
season.
shit.
Beginning
He
of the
sat
season
back.
before their season went down the toilet. Because as soon as they progressed in the conference, they prioritized that, and
They're not a front foot team.
they were 18th
I'm
at one
not
point.
saying. When did I say they were a front foot team,
I
man?
know,
I
but
said they sometimes play on the front foot, and if you have a
sometimes, and
Harry
Maguire can
Maguire,
sometimes do that. Not every week.
yeah, but he's shit. He's absolutely fucking
He's
useless
not
going
completely
forward.
shit. He was
I'm-
good for United for
Yeah,
one season.
I'm not gonna say he's Ross, but I do think that he's not that
Dross.
level. But I think
He's
he can be
dross.
decent. He can be decent. He
Absolute
can.
shot.
He
When we
played well
lost,
in
Snuck
the
himself.
Solskjaer's first season.
Snuck his
when he was
snuck his way
first
in.
season.
Snuck his
Snuck.
way into an England squad where he shouldn't have been in anyways.
Because you
I'd
had
rather
so
have
much better options.
Chris Smalling has gone to
No,
Rome.
you don't want to go down that road.
Chris
Chris
Smalling.
Smalling.
No, you know
I'll
what,
tell
right?
you,
Maguire
he's
had
better
two
than
good
Harry
seasons.
Maguire.
He had two good seasons to the point where with the Europa League final, I was sitting there. I don't know about you, Johan, but I was going, if Maguire played, we wouldn't have lost that game. That's how I felt because he had a really good season that year, and then he got injured at the end, and then since then he's
Do you
just
know
not been
why?
the
Do you
same.
know why Maguire signed for United? Because of the way that Leicester played. And the way Leicester played originally was pure counter-attack football, where all they had to do was boot the ball up high, hope that one of the wingers or Vardy would bring it down and do something with it. That's where he was really good. But then when he comes to United, sure, okay, you can say he had one good season, but how's he been after that?
Yeah, and how have we
How,
played after that? How have we played after that? We're not a
okay,
counter-attacking anymore.
where have you finished in the league with Harry Maguire?
What,
Third and
second?
second. Third and second.
Third and second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you could have done
And
so
sixth.
much better without
You'd
him.
think we could have won the league if Maguire didn't play.
No, I just think you could have got more points.
Okay.
And we still finished the same position.
It doesn't matter though. If we don't win the league, like to me, second, third, fourth, I don't care.
It's not.
Like it's the same
I'm
thing.
just saying that like he's not United quality, and
Yeah, we know
like
that.
everyone will agree with that. It's not even an argument.
But I would say, yeah, he's not United. He's not 80 million pounds. I would say he's
No.
40.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't
40,
even say
what a
40.
load of
I mean, no. You
shit.
know what?
No, it's
Because of his caps and his name and he's ex-United captain, I think you'd be 40. But if West Ham want him for anywhere near 40 million, please, 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 book
Can
book
West
him
Ham even
the
afford his
flights.
wages? Because they'll have to. What's
Yeah,
he on?
they
Like
can.
200 grand a week?
Yeah, 200 grand, but he'll take a hit. Like he can have 100 or whatever. He can be
50.
their new marquee signing. Go ahead, man. Take him.
It'll have to
Probably
be
would,
close.
yeah.
I don't think he cuts his wage by half. Because
Half, I say
No,
150.
150. It's just a bit, and then you just
I
add
don't know.
bonuses
I
to it.
don't know who. I don't know who at West Ham earns over that 150.
The offered Rice didn't offer him like 300k.
Yeah, so they
Yeah, but that was like their star
I
boy.
understand that, but they can
You can't
spend
really
they can
compare
spend
Rice.
half of that on him.
that's what I mean. You can get two. So you have 105 million. If you're gonna offer 300k, give Maguire 150 and 40 million, and then get someone else for that same amount. Moyes seems like someone who would do that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
And I think he'd love Maguire.
He would. He would. The mids, battle of the mids, bro. They're made for each other. But we'll see what happens with Harry Maguire. Hopefully he leaves. We do need more money for a striker. But yeah, that's pretty much all the transfer news. Henderson might go to Saudi. Fabinho might go to Saudi. Everyone's dog might
Oh,
go to
Newcastle are
Saudi.
looking to offload someone to Saudi.
Who?
Pretend my shock.
Who could it be?
Send
I think
Harry
Maxim.
Maguire.
Ah?
Send Harry Maguire to Saudi.
Nah, he's too.
Even they know he's not good enough.
Nah, he'll probably ask
Right, so he's not
500K.
good enough for Saudi, but he's good enough for West Ham.
I
Like,
genuinely
No,
think that David Moyes wants him. It's just something. I just feel like that makes sense because Moyes is a weird guy.
No, I think he'll probably go to Saudi. He'll probably improve their league, but I'm just saying that he'll probably ask like 500K, and they go, "Nah, brother, you're not that
mate,
star."
the
You're not
Middle
that
East
guy.
hate him. Like every
Yeah.
commentator rinses him and brings his name up when I'm you get absolutely minced in Saudi.
Maguire.
Ali Maguire.
1,000 times. I've been watching that guy, that Arab guy on TikTok.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Cafeteria guy. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all the transfer stuff. Any other topics or anything that we want to talk about?
Kane, Kane not going to be released for under 116 million
160 million pounds or euros.
pounds, I think.
Said by
So the Bayern director said that, oh, we've spoken to him, and if he keeps his word, we will sign him. And Ben still said that he doesn't believe it. This United picture is gonna hit different. This United kit picture, I'm gonna love it so much. He's
I just
going to
don't think
Bayern.
he's going. I don't think so. I just don't think so.
You think he stays?
Mate, he's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
makes complete
it,
sense.
it, if you to show me a picture of Harry Kane in a Bayern kit, let's say, it's like an oxymoron. Like those two things clash. It doesn't
Why?
work because
Why
he's
does
like
it not work?
England's golden boy, the
Right.
our best striker in 15 years. Like he's easily dragged us through a lot of shit times for the England national squad. He's
He
been
can still play
Tottenham's
for
best
England.
ever
He's not
player.
become German all of a
He's
sudden.
going. He's okay. Shush. I'm not finished, am I? Like I'm not finished. You're just interrupting. Okay. He's been Tottenham's best player season after season. And he wants to break the all-time. Like he obviously wants to break it. He said numerous times that he wants to break the all-time Premier League goal record. He's 2 good seasons away from doing it. And you think now that Tottenham have had a new manager come in, they're rebuilding the squad from the bottom, that now he's going to just up and leave and go to a different league and say, "Oh, forget about that. I just want to win the German league. I want to win whatever little shitty Audi Cup they've got over there, and want to play in the Champions League twice because Bayern are useless right now, and they'll probably get knocked out in the round of 16 next year." Yeah, he wants to do that. He's got 3 good years left in him, Harry Kane. 3 good years, and then he'll turn to Wayne Rooney at like his final years in the MLS. That's what he'll turn into.
Still think he goes. I still think he goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna
yeah,
go
He's
yeah.
no, but
because
of
Tottenham
course
are
I want him.
rebuilding.
I'd love him at United, but it's not gonna happen. We haven't got the money.
Yeah.
He's going
True,
Bayern.
and
Yeah.
I just yes, Kane's gonna go Bayern.
Yeah.
Ben.
I'm telling you, this Instagram picture of Ben in the United kit, him kissing the
Oh,
badge.
it's going
Kiss
on
the
Instagram.
kiss the yeah.
It's going on it.
I said
I don't think.
I said we're posting a picture. Yeah, I said it. You can go back and check it
Yeah,
if
I'm
you want.
not on my Instagram. You know,
No, don't worry. I'll do
absolutely
it on mine. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. Johan will do it too.
no problem.
No, I don't post.
Johan doesn't post anything.
Actually,
Man.
that's true. He's a mysterious guy. This is the only public way you can see Johan.
I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I just can't. Like, I can't see it in the. I could see Mbappe going to Real Madrid. I could see Mbappe. I could see Haaland going to Serie A and playing for Juventus or something like that. I just
No.
can't. In my head, I can't see Harry Kane going to
You
Germany and
said
playing
this
in that
about
league.
Bellingham. We had like a whole 20-minute rant about
No,
why.
no, 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 no. I said Bellingham makes no sense to go. I didn't say that I couldn't see it happening.
Okay.
Harry
Twisting
Kane going to
my
Bayern makes perfect
words.
sense.
No, but it's the same thing. You're just there like, why? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Like, it doesn't. Basically, it just doesn't compute
Yeah,
in your head why they would do that.
I don't think. Yeah, like I don't think it's like if I were Bellingham, obviously I would want to go to the Premier League, but he wants to go to Spain. Like that's fine.
I
I
would
don't.
go Real.
I think. Okay, sure. I just don't think that that's a fair comparison to Bayern. Like for Harry Kane, like it just Bellingham's played in. He's never played in the Prem, so like why? It's a bit different. And my
Fair
dog's getting
enough.
shouted at.
Well, we will see with that. Hopefully you're wrong. Also, I
and
wouldn't
he's
mind a bet United. It's a win-win
What happens if
situation.
I'm right, by the way? What happens if
Nothing,
I'm right?
because
Yeah.
you were the one that was saying I
Oh,
will.
no.
You said you would bet what all of your hair or your leg or something. You said you'd do
Your
something.
leg.
Bet my legs.
No one provoked you, and then I was like, okay, if you're so confident, do this, and you're like, okay.
Well, now you're so confident, so you don't want to bet anything back.
No, like.
Well, with
There's a
the-
That's
chance he
you.
stays.
You
I don't want to bet
both
anything
said.
back.
You've
It's
just both said
it's on the
that
internet.
he's definitely
Yeah.
going. You've just both said that.
Well, when the
Right.
opposite, when a team that's bid for him's director comes out and said, "Yeah, we have an agreement. Like, if he keeps his word, we'll sign him."
Oh, yeah, verbal agreement. Those mean so
Verbal.
much. That means what? He signed a
Are we
contract.
acting like Harry Kane's never tried to leave before?
He's
Oh,
tried to leave, yeah.
He's tried.
But where
Okay.
to? Where's he tried to leave to before?
Okay, to City. But,
Yeah, last
he's
summer.
staying in England.
and how many times was Tottenham trying to rebuild? Because they tried to rebuild under Pochettino for a bit, and then they fired him, and then it was Conte fired him. Now it's a new guy.
Mourinho
why
as
should
well.
he stay?
Mourinho as well.
Mourinho, gee, I forgot him as well. So how? Yeah, what 3 rebuilds he has
Good
to
point.
stay at? Yeah, I would leave.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
it
to
makes
leave.
Win-
sense to
and he's gonna
leave.
win the
I
league-
just
he's
don't
gonna
think
win
it
the
makes
league, yeah.
sense to go to Germany. Like
As a hut,
go.
No,
Even
I don't.
it would make more sense to go to Spain than Germany because at least
don't
in
think so.
Spain, why not? Why not?
Well, you can win the league easier there in Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Which probably will happen.
Yeah. Let's go play
Okay, and you have a better chance of winning the
WSO
Champions
under
League.
18 level football in Germany. Let's go do that, or let's go play
It's
a
not
little
as
bit
if
more
it's Champions
challenging
League. Bayern
level.
won the Champions League in 2021.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
have fallen off quite
Like 2
drastically.
years ago. It's now fallen
No, they've
off.
fallen off now. Yes.
Why? Because they got knocked out by what? The treble winners.
The club's falling apart. They sold. They
yeah,
got rid of
look.
Nagelsmann. The chairman's a moron.
He got
He's a
sacked as well. The
he's a
chairman.
gobbo.
No,
Club's
That the
falling
guy's the one.
apart. Makes
I don't think.
no
No, it's not
sense.
free fall, but it's also a club that's not certainly going to do well in the Champions League, but they will win the league. Like no doubt,
probably
they
will.
will win the league. But Champions League, I don't know.
They
But
nearly choked the league this year as well.
yeah, exactly. But like this season, they were in the trenches and they still won the league. Dortmund are just that bad that they still won the league. I think Bayern win it
Shows like,
again.
oh yeah, such a challenge to win that Bundesliga.
No, he's
So
doing it for the Champions League. The thing is, right, he wants to leave. It's not that like, oh, United are in for me, Real Madrid are in for me, and Bayern. I'll pick Bayern. It's not. It's Real Madrid aren't in for me. United aren't in for me. City obviously have Haaland now. This is my only option to get out if I want to leave the club. So
But
I think he's up to here. He's had it with this whole. He's not even playing in Europe next year. So you're telling me he's going to stay at Tottenham, who just finished 8th, and just play in the Carabao and FA Cup, and he's gonna watch all of
gives
his
him more,
mates. He's watching all
gives him
his England teammates are playing European football, and he's just sat
gives
there
him
like a.
more time to focus on the league and get a better position for the next time they qualify for Champions League.
Then what? Oh God, why would you? No.
Saying
He's
you
not
never know.
signing. He's not signing a new
Next
contract.
year,
You think he'll sign a new
I would-
contract? He runs out next
don't know.
season.
I don't know.
I would
I
say
don't know.
Tottenham failed him, not he failed Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham definitely failed him.
Yeah.
No, so
No
I would
one's
leave.
denying
I
that.
would if I was him. I would leave then. Well, don't stay.
Yes, I would leave as well. I just wouldn't go to Germany. Like I think it's stupid to go to Germany.
Why?
Is the Bundesliga still a top 5 league?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's like
Which
third, I think.
which top 5 league got knocked out recently?
France.
Or like
It was
For
France.
this
French league.
season, France got knocked out. Yeah,
Yeah. Who took over the Brazilian league or Portuguese
Portugal, I
league?
think. Yeah,
Portuguese.
Yeah. That's the standard outside the Premier League.
We'll see, boys. I wanna. If we've got nothing else to say, I just have one question, and we can end the episode. It's a general football question. Who's the first player that you loved? And do you remember what made you be like, yeah, that's the one?
Johan can go first.
Oh, Johan,
Yeah, Ronaldo.
why? What did you see that made you?
Just his free kick.
Which
Like,
which
just
free
his
kick?
like-
Oh yeah,
No,
that
just the
one
way he
free
took a
kick.
free kick, like wide.
It was
pass and-
iconic.
It's
And it's
true.
just him being like skillful on the pitch because most of the people back then weren't that skillful.
No, that
I
is
got made
true
fun
actually.
Trying to do his skills
What do you
somehow.
mean? What, in the United team they weren't that skillful?
Not
Like
just in
Flair.
general. Yeah, in the Premier League, like
Big
someone
step
coming in
forwards.
and yeah.
Doing Seppo was taking the mick out of a player.
No, you were winning that game, right? He was wasting time.
I know, but was any
In
other player doing that?
general, like in his early days, that's all he had.
Field goals.
Hmm. No, it's true.
Interesting.
Yeah, he had a lot of flair, and then
I like
Johan tried to replicate that at lunchtime, and he got grilled.
somehow
He
me
got
trying something when I was 8.
Yeah, you got grilled so
Remember scoring,
actually, it was
I fail
actually
it, I'm
crazy.
a failure. I want to do a backheel goal. Everyone goes, "Oh, fucking merchant, just skill merchant, trying hard,
And then
trying too hard."
like someone would kick him and he'd fall over, and they'd be like diver, and everyone would be like, "Yeah, he's
Oh,
diving," you know.
I never put it on like I'm injured. Like I'll get kicked. I get like, "Oh, you diving, mate?" But I got kicked. No, you're diving, bro.
You know what it was? It's because you had the nicest boots. You come on with the
Yeah.
nicest boots, everyone's gonna kick
It'd
you.
always be like
No,
4
that
different
was
boots he
later, man.
wore
I didn't
every
have
week.
nice boots then. I had like freaking.
I was
gold
like year
boots
10 and
for
11.
years.
He had like
No,
good boots.
yeah, exactly. It's true actually. No, because in year 4, I'm talking about
was
primary school. Year 4, 5.
year 4. I didn't have the best boots.
Nah,
He had
but I
like
did.
Nice.
Mercurials, lad.
He was.
The
The
No,
thing
I
is,
was
Johan was good. I don't know why everyone. Shit, I don't understand.
I had Pumas. OG gold. I had like gold Pumas as my first ones. In the
Yeah, see,
1990s.
gold, bro. They were gold. Oh, you're gonna wear gold football boots
I got
onto
them
the
the day
lunchtime pitch,
I got them the day before I had my first football game ever.
bro.
I needed
I,
boots.
I had
Go get-
the hyper venoms, you know.
I don't
Shout
know
out
that.
to the hyper venoms.
I had
I had
T90s.
T90s. Yeah, I had
I
the
had red ones.
T90s. Yeah,
I got red
same.
ones.
I had the red ones too, bro.
Josh, which ones did we get together? The red and green ones. I had
We
the
got like
green
the
ones. You had the red.
F50s.
Yeah, they were
I also had
nice.
those.
Of course you
Those
F50s
were
did.
my
was
rugby
nice.
ones because they had metal, so I had rugby ones as well.
Yeah,
Oh
now I
yeah,
remember because we got it. Did we both get it on Brands for Less? I think we
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I got my boots there as well.
Bro, they actually have like good deals there, honestly. I might go back and cop something. Alright, Ben, your player. Who's your player?
Um. So I've always like football's never actually like properly been like my like favorite sport. Like back in like 2017 to 2019, I was like very into like watching rugby, and then before that, it was like I watched I watched all the Newcastle games, but I didn't actually care about anything else. Like I just like only watched Newcastle to watch Newcastle. But like watching like honestly like genuinely a player like I like football obviously beforehand, but a player that like just made me like love him. Like, I just love the guy, Joe Ellington. I just love him.
Your
Like he's
first
just
Yes.
player that you loved is Joe Linton.
no like I didn't really love any of the Newcastle players.
Ben Arfa,
Like
no.
no, because he was like there was all the stories in the tabloids about him being like so up his own arse and like he had a bad attitude and that just like put me off.
Fairs.
Cabai, yeah, but he left after 2 years. Like, who else? Really? Cisse was good for one season, you know. But
But Joe
like
Linton.
yeah, because I just love underdog stories.
You
And
hated
like him,
him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
What
him
underdog
being
story?
because he was like he was being bigged up as like the worst transfer in Premier League history for 40 million. Everyone was saying he might be up there as the worst transfer, and now he's like just revolutionized it. And it's just fucking like so good to see.
I would still say it's bad because they signed him as a striker.
What does
Still a
that even
bad
mean?
transfer.
It's a
'Cause
bad
they had to go buy
transfer.
another. They had to go
It's
buy
a
another
bad.
striker because they had
It
to
was a
replace him.
bad. Actually, no. To be fair, it wasn't a bad transfer. He was playing under Steve Bruce, mate. Like, it's not a bad transfer. The manager was bad at the time.
Probably the price tag.
40 mil.
40 million.
Transfer
He was
40
on.
20 mil
million
would
is
be alright.
crazy.
He
20
well,
mil,
it's
20 to
40
50
million,
mil.
but it's worth it now. So it
I
doesn't
remember
really
at
make
the
a difference.
time, I was trying to tell you he's not that bad, and you were trying to tell me how bad he was. You were like, look at how many goals he scored. He's
No,
crap.
no, no.
He's so bad.
No, but like you never watched. You never actually watched the Newcastle games. He was so bad. Have you not seen the meme where it's like Joe Linton kicks the ball at his own head? Have you not seen that?
No.
That's a real thing. He took a shot and it hit his own face.
And to be fair, I think the transfer has been overtaken by another one to Tottenham for 60 mil.
Richarlison.
Ederson.
Yeah.
I think
Richarlison.
that
Oh,
was.
Richarlison. Richarlison is
Mm.
the worst Premier League transfer of all time.
Genuinely, I don't know. Like at that time, bro, like he was
At that
so
At
time,
the
bad.
yes, maybe.
time,
But
yeah, it
now,
was. Now
that
it's
looks like a bomb.
Richarlison.
Yeah, but you never know. Like Richarlison, like maybe in a year could come good. Like
No.
he's not dreadful, but
No, he's not dreadful, but I don't think he's going to come good. Do you think he's going to replace Harry Kane once he leaves?
He fit
no,
no,
but he
but he
wouldn't play the
fits
same
Tottenham.
role, would he? He wouldn't play the same role as
No,
Kane.
they changed the team if Kane leaves. But he fits Tottenham so well. Did you see? You know that Liverpool game, 3-3, takes his tail off the bit of this little chicken dance, and then they score from kickoff. It's the
Joe
most
Linton.
honestly, yeah. So Joe Linton for Ben. For me, it have to be Dimitar Berbatov.
Yeah, just that. I knew he was going to say
I
that.
used to love him.
It's
That's why he
it.
used goal hang so much.
I used to
Fucking-
look. That hat trick against
Am I
Liverpool
right?
changed my life. All right. 'Cause before that, I like made an effort to like football. But I watched us beat Liverpool 3-2, and this tall Bulgarian guy scored three. Got one was an overhead kick. I was like, what the hell? And at half time, I was like, oh, he's gonna get a hat trick to my dad. My dad's like, shut up. Cold. But yeah, and he always looked like he didn't cry. Like so, I for a long time
Didn't try, yeah.
I just tried to
Cry.
look like that on the pitch. Like no, because he just like walk around and then do something
Mate, he
crazy.
still does it. It's so cringe, Johan. Like he'll take a shot, it'll go in, and he'll just walk.
Who? Josh.
Josh, so
Like,
cringe.
we should play like at break time or something. Gee, he scored like a tap in.
Yeah.
Sweaty ass
The
goal. Like,
worst goal ever.
Okay,
Oh
no,
man.
no, don't you dare disrespect my. That's Mamoon. At least I came back sometimes or went to the wing. This
No,
guy stood in front of the
no,
goal.
no.
This is crazy slander. Anyway,
Johan,
Berbatov, look,
Johan didn't even play a lot of these break times.
what
Like
were
I
you doing?
remember,
Were you chatting to galleys? What were
I'm
you
talking about
doing?
RDS, bro. I'm not even talking about this.
Oh, RDS. If you're talking
yeah,
RDS, then yeah, fine.
RDS.
I was just learning to play football. I was just learning, and then when I scored, I'd get really happy because I don't know, I didn't know how to play football.
he was shit in year 7 Ruby football team.
Yes, you
Yeah.
shut up. Who
Nah,
missed?
this
Who?
guy's
No,
shit.
no. Listen. Everyone, listen. Right, I have a story. I get the ball and I play it through. This guy's goal hanging. Right, he doesn't know how to play football. He runs. He's running towards the goal. He's got half the pitch. No one's there, and he shoots from halfway. The best thing is, it hits the bar. So it comes close, and then you don't follow the rebound up. Why?
My thought process was scare the keeper with a shot towards goal, and then let somebody else whoosh in from the side and tap it in. But obviously, Josh was nowhere to be seen
I
and
gave you the pass.
couldn't
Oh
keep
my.
up with the flow of play.
And by the way, we weren't friends at this time. I just thought he was an idiot NPC. Like I was like, why did you? What's wrong with this guy? He pressed the wrong
And now
button.
now he begs me to come on the podcast every week.
Hey,
So
I was the B team
idiot
somehow.
NPC.
will you say your home?
Oh yeah, Johan's
I
still
was the
jet.
B team somehow.
Yeah,
I can't believe
I
that.
remember that was so.
I
I
don't know
remember
why. The coach didn't like me for some reason.
he doesn't like. He
So I was
didn't
taller
like
than him.
South
That's why.
Africans.
You're taller than him.
Don't diss Warby. Warby is a G.
No, he didn't like me.
He came around later, no? When we got older.
I think he still didn't like me.
Oh, well,
The theory.
well. Shout out if he's listening to this.
Josh made the A team in year 7.
Yeah, but that was year 8, no? Year 8.
No, year 7. Year 7, you
Oh,
were in the
year
A team.
7. Yeah, I wasn't the 8.
And
Yeah,
I
you
got put in
won.
the B team.
You won in the bro. I scored a lob against Desk, and that's one of the greatest moments of my life.
I was in the A team in year 7.
No, you
Exactly. See my
were
points?
you?
I played a game in year 7.
Oh yeah, he was. He was in the A team. You remember that Desk game? We beat them like 8-2 or something. Like we
Who?
smashed them.
No, I didn't. I played
I
against a
was there.
team
I was
in
after
Nadal
after I had to get the other coach to talk to the other coach and to give me a trial for the A team.
That's crazy,
Cry.
man.
I
Literally
even asked the
cry.
coach. He came up to me like, "How you been?" I'm like, "I'm okay." He's like, "How's football?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's alright." He's like, "How's the A team?" I'm like, "No, B." He's like, "Huh?" right?
Huh?
What?
What was that?
Your B team. Oh,
That was actually crazy. But thanks for coming on, guys. I think
It's okay. We ended up
covered
in
a
the
good
A
amount.
team together. A
I
team
hated you,
together
man.
at under 18s.
I hated you for a few more years.
Cry.
Thanks for
Cry,
coming
cry.
on, guys. Thanks everyone
you,
for
man.
listening. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that good stuff. We'll catch you hopefully next week when there's more news. In a bit. Peace.